Hey guys, welcome back to Astral Diaries. Right now it's about 99 degrees, so pretty hot. And I did want to do a video, and also there's a lake that I want to show you guys. I've been meaning to do a video around this lake. I haven't had a chance, so let's do it here. And also, this experience happened about 2-3 nights ago, but usually I do these during a walk like this, but I've been running, so I didn't get a chance. But it's good doing it here, showing you guys this lake. In fact, that waterfall you're gonna see, I want to say something about that, so let me make sure I can get in here. Astral Diaries is a channel dedicated to astral projection OBE experiences as well as lesson tips. If you're new, if you're a regular, then you know what's going on. Let's see, get the code here. All right, code is still good. So see this, let's see, is this zoomed in? This was zoomed in the whole thing. Okay, that's, I think, good. Yeah, okay. So that little water fountain, whatever you want to call it. I've actually flown over a version of this during an experience. And when I say a version, if you watch my channel, I've said this again in the past, is the environment once you exit is about 80, even 90% similar. And one of my goals was to how nice would it be to fly over this thing? And I've flown over a version of this during an experience. So, all right guys, so this is a nice little lake. Let me do a video real quick here. It's about an experience that happened about 2-3 nights ago. Like I said, the reason I didn't do it is because I've been running lately and today is just too hot to run. So I'm like, what a nice excuse to do this video. And the reason I want to do this video, guys, is because I was kind of hesitant, but I've done these videos before where it's not a whole lot of an experience, but it's kind of like a learning experience. And that's why I want to do it. And it has to do with one of my deceased cat that I try to access. And in that video, if you followed my channel in order, there's a section that I talked about this, and then I edited out because I wasn't 100% sure if that was, my feeling kind of changed about it, but now it happened again, so I want to touch it on this one. So this has to do with, here's the thing. What I did was, the intention was to go and access this deceased cat. Because if you followed my channel, that was the goal, and then Father's Day rolled in. I tried to shoot for my father, I wasn't able to. I think the last time, the closest I got was I literally rolled out of my bed. It was the stickiest exit ever. And because before that, what happened from other experiences, I got stuck during a vibration sleep paralysis, and I just kind of I thought the experience ended. But what I learned was to, no matter what, push through until I actually hit the floor and at least exit the room, which is what happened. So that worked fine, and I was literally crawling downstairs. I want to say I even heard my father's voice, but that's kind of how far. I've made a video about it. Maybe I'll put that in the description. So this one, so what I try to do is just kind of start focusing on accessing this cat again. And honestly, guys, when I last time tried to exit to access my father, as much as I wanted to see him, there's this little part of me that I was kind of not ready, because even as I was exiting that night before going to bed and targeting him, and even during the exit, because the last time I saw my father, man, it was so real. Just the thought of being in front of him again was kind of overwhelming in a way that maybe that even played a role. So I'm like, let me put that pause. Let's go back to accessing my cat. So I went to bed with all the right intentions. I have a little thing that I used to say to my cat right before feeding him. And no matter where he would be in the house, he would just run towards me. And I'm pretty confident during a successful exit, if I do that, if I'm gonna have a chance to see this cat, he will show up as soon as I say that. And I'm not gonna say what it is, just what I used to say to him before feeding him. So I went to bed with all the right intentions. I kept saying that thing in my head too, calling him. And I went with all the intention I had to access the cat. I usually do like a Reduga Buhlman combination, you know, using Buhlman's affirmations mixed with Reduga's techniques to trigger something, and then just kind of go to bed. So here's what happened, guys. Around 2 o'clock when I woke up to use the bathroom, it hit me. So something did happen, like a separation, but it was just so not clear, just faint, like very, I couldn't make much of it. No matter how much I tried to like drill, keep going, trying to see if I can make anything out of it, I couldn't. And the reason I want to do this video, guys, is because I think what happened was I had a dream about a separation. Now I try to mention this in a different video, but I edited it out because in that situation the experience happened so early in the night, and I remembered in the morning, and at that time my theory was that it probably just kind of get buried under, you know, with the rest of the night, other dreams. But this one, I went to bed around 11. When I woke up, it was around 2. So this was not a lot of time. So my theory is that this was a dream about a separation, and which is exactly why I want to do this video. Because I first came across this concept you know, when I got back into Astral Projection OBE late 23, I was watching a lot of Astral Doorway channel by Hart. And this was brought up in the comment section, something I never thought about, because the last time I was doing this stuff, I was a teenager, early 20s, late 90s, early 2000s. You know, I never really thought about this. Yes, it can be, because at the end of the day, we dream about so many things every night, you know. And that same night I had a dream where I would categorize more like a nightmare, because I was supposed to get ready to go to work, this old job that I had, old supervisors. Whenever I have these kind of dreams, I've kind of categorized as a nightmare, because whenever you leave a job, usually there's a good reason you left the job, and to be able to go back to that, it's always a nightmare. Nothing was going well. Like when I would put my shoes on, it wouldn't go well. When I try to get in the car, you know, turn on the car, when I was trying to put my clothes on, even when I try to call the supervisor to tell her that I was running late, because that's what I used to do sometimes when I would get stuck in traffic, even the call wasn't going through. So that's kind of like a dream I had. And then another one was I was in the one of my childhood homes, but I was in the front door neighbor's home, and I got very emotional because I really wanted to go to our home to kind of see what it looks like, even though I knew somebody else lives there. So those were the dreams I had, I think. Oh yeah, after these. The point I'm trying to make is we dream about everything, so why not dream about this? So it is possible sometimes. And the reason I can tell that this was a dream was of the way it felt. It was really, because when a projection happens, that separation, that whole experience is very strong, very vivid. Versus this was, if I would rank it, I would rank it right where a dream falls. And I also wanted to say that first I saw this in a comment section to Astral Doorways channel, where Hart replies, yes, it is possible. And then he also did, I want to kind of send you guys to this, is I want to say he did like a 3-hour or 4-hour, like almost like a little workshop Q&A. Everybody's in their little avatars, almost like a college professor, college lecturer, where he answers a ton of questions. It's a really good video, so I'll put that in the description for you guys. But just to recap, I probably kind of sounded like I was all over the place here, but the point is that this was a dream of an exit. All I remember is like a separation exit, very weak, not very vivid, and I couldn't make much out of it. The idea in this intention was to, upon exit, preferably go downstairs or on the way to downstairs. This is how I've accessed my father, just by calling his name. Call this cat and then hope he just shows up. And then plan B is, in my original video about this cat, I said there's a really nice photo of this cat laying in bed on top of my kind of like TV stand. Get in front of it and then hope that he just jumps out of the picture. That's kind of my plan B. So that's it, guys. The main reason I did this video, let you guys know that yes, sometimes you can dream about an exit, and only you can tell, because of if you can compare it side by side to an actual separation where you go through that vibration and either roll out or just drag yourself out of the bed. This was very weak, so I would put it right. This was just a dream. At the end of the day, when you think about doing this almost every night like I do, yes, it's possible to have a dream about it. So that's it, just a short one here. Oh wow, it's about 10 minutes. Please like, share, subscribe. And this is the lake right here. Just a really hot day. And that's it for today. See you guys on the next one.